Joe and Razor, Pickle Food Shop. Get yourself a pickle. Get yourself a boot. Joe and Razor, Pickle Food Shop. Pickle time is happening. Pickle time. I go down to get some pickles. Bring your grandma and your kids. I go downtown. Bring your grandma and your kids. Boot time. Pickle and boot time. Don't be fickle, get your pickle cider, pop a nickel in your boots. Not a place of ill repute. Bring your grandma and your kids. Come for the pickles, stay for the squids. Stay for the squids. Boots. Put that pickle in your pants. Get some boots inside your hands. Put that pickle in your pants. Get some boots inside your hands. 1996, we start this.
I mean, in fact, let's not put this on the podcast. But I mean, I'm sorry I was late, but I'm actually in Mallorca right now. Yeah, I have an office here.
Okay.
For Mojo Co. It's kind of a working vacation, so just my direct reports kind of come and fill me in while I'm in between things.
Yeah, I'm getting the emails. So if I've been like, you give me pointers each week. I get the emails. I get the corporate emails on how to maybe sound different things that I can do to maybe bring in profitability or marketability, like maybe more marketable.
Absolutely.
You sent me that diet. You have me on a 100 calorie diet a day.
That's right.
I'm CrossFitting 3 times a day.
I got it from Gwyneth.
Yeah. I thought it was...
I don't mean the name drop, but Gwyneth Chang, she's a terrific diet.
I'm wearing steel toe boots. I live in Detroit. So, but no, so I appreciated all of that because some people would take offense when like their boss calls them and says you're fat and ugly. And some people
was that my verbiage?
It was a little harsher. I'm cleaning it up for our listeners, but
that's a good thing, actually.
It's the type of thing. I'm a coachable guy. So when I hear that, I understand there's business and there's play, and it was a business moment. And maybe that day of play will come. But so far it's been business. I heard what you said, and I've been basically a minor eating disorder, but I'm working on it. I'm working towards that goal that you have for me.
Well,
I got the Supertones tattoo. I got the S tattoo.
That helps.
Yeah.
Because it's every morning when you look at that, you'll think to yourself, I'm a winner. And that's what I need out of you, Joe. I need that pound. You pound that S.
Yeah.
There you go. I've seen that movie too.
Yeah.
I regret seeing it, but I saw it.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah.
I've
always
and then the next 6 times I watched it, I regretted it after that too.
I believe in you, Joe.
Thank you.
I've always seen something in you in particular.
Okay. Never seemed like it, but I'm guessing you hold your cards close to the vest.
Well, I feel, and I parent this way too, I withhold praise and love because the moment that you give that, people stop trying.
Power's gone.
Yeah, exactly. And you're really trying to, leadership is all about honing people into a sharp.
I'm sorry, did you say shart?
A sharp, pointy instrument for to stab people with. And that's what I want you to be.
Yeah.
That's what Pickle and Boot Shop is really all about. And that's why I've been willing to lose money on this.
Right.
For how many episodes now?
100 freebies.
100. Yeah, I think that there's a little problem with our how we've monetized this and that we give it away.
And that we don't. Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
We like
and,
we like to stand on the adage of punk rock, where we give it away out of one side of our mouth.
And there's the marketability. But here's what I want you to think. I don't want you to think about Gigi Allen punk rock. I don't want you to think about Bad Brains punk rock.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, show me their yachts. Am I right? Am I right?
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. You're thinking Smash Mouth punk rock.
I'm thinking Simple Plan. I mean, I'm thinking Good Charlotte. Good Charlotte is essentially just a boy band with electric guitars.
And eyeliner. Well, I guess boy bands have eyeliner too.
Absolutely.
But you can't buy a boy band shirt at Hot Topic. And you can buy
Simple
Good
Plan,
Charlotte.
Sum 41, Good Charlotte. Yeah, exactly. And so it's a new phase. I have a lot of plans to add multiple cash flow revenue streams to Pickle and Boot. And eventually you might get paid, Joe. I don't want to.
That'd be nice.
School here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that? Because
I can't. Because as what we're doing right now, it's something. Now, when you talk about this, I do see that Majoko has given me some. We now have ads that we have to do.
Well, here's the thing: is these are targeted ads. We're starting. You know, we've got some sponsors for the show.
Okay.
But the appeal of the podcast right now is a little bit limited. It's exclusively over 35 five iron fans who haven't yet figured out how to use a nail clipper.
Yeah.
This is part of the interesting thing about this demographic is apparently the simple machine of a lever befuddles them. And so these ads are aimed at that audience.
Okay.
So if you know, because I mean, you're the heart and soul of this.
I like to think
of this show.
I like to think so.
Yeah, and so
just weighs me down. But
who?
Michael Roper. Roper. Lead singer of Five Iron. Yep.
Oh, but weigh you down. Do you see him sometimes?
Occasionally, it's not the most fun. You know, like when you're growing up and your parents like, hey, we got to go see Uncle
Joe. Yeah. I want you to choose your next words really, really carefully here.
You want me to win is what you're telling me.
I want you to win. Where's that S? Let me see that S.
Right here.
Yeah, that's where it is. That's where it is. You remembered.
Yes.
Yeah. So let's take the first of these ads.
Okay.
And keeping in mind, this is just the start.
Okay.
This is just the start. More sponsors.
Here we go.
Are going to come. But here we go. These are the only ones that would agree to advertise right now.
Okay. Here's our first one. Ladies and gentlemen, listeners out there, if you're a Five Iron Frenzy fan, chances are you've got raging hemorrhoids. Now there's finally relief from your friends at Tooth and Nail Hemorrhoid Cream. Like getting your inflamed O-ring scratched by teeth and nails. How about that? We are sponsored by a hemorrhoid cream now.
Yes. Yeah.
Wow.
Tooth and Nail isn't making albums, isn't putting out music anymore.
They've moved on to salves and balms.
That's right. In particular.
Yeah. You're over there sipping on brandy.
Yeah, I am.
Brandy snifter.
Well, I'll tell you the reason I was late. I didn't cover this before. I was eating a parrot here in Mallorca. Okay. Yeah, and so you don't want to rush that. You don't want to rush that.
No, you savor every bite of that.
You really do.
Yeah. No, that's great because with Tooth and Nail now, with them in the salves and balm business, they can get into our business. 2-finger application. I started using it earlier. I was told as part of my diet regimen, I have to cut carbs, cut fiber.
And take laxatives.
And I was told if I couldn't poop, a safe way is to just put your thumb in your mouth and blow as hard as you can until something falls out. That something maybe... I'm going to get gross here. Maybe poop, might be some sort of vein from your rectum. But our friends at Tooth and Nail now have something to combat that. A two-finger application, one squeeze, 2 fingers, rub it on the grommet, and relief is right around the way, just like mid to late 90s. That mid relief, when you got into that depression of a girl breakup, or what was the next fun icebreaker at youth group? You knew that you could pull out any Tooth and Nail CD and find the solution to that problem, just like this hemorrhoid cream.
I will say that this hemorrhoid cream is a little more specifically designed for a certain problem.
Okay.
Compared to, say, Upside Down Rooms record and whatever problems that would solve.
Right.
I will say.
Yeah.
Another part of, we want to increase our listenership, broaden the appeal, and in our polarized time, I think the direction to go is to be polarizing.
Right.
To add to that polarization.
Like to be cold and
hot. Like hot takes. Get people angry, up in arms. Bring the heat, bring the outrage.
Did you not hear our mousetrap episode? Because
I
talked about
there
mousetrap.
For the mousetrap. Joe, I was there for the mousetrap episode.
Yeah, we almost lost all of our listeners due to describing a mousetrap. People thought we might as well just have killed a small island of people.
Yeah.
So that was pretty polarizing. But you're not talking polarizing like you want us to be, Arctic, like the next Yeti cooler.
I want people to have road rage listening to this podcast.
You say black, I say white. You say high, I say low.
Kinda. So here's my first hot take.
Yeah.
Ready? I'm going to bring the heat.
Do it.
Why is it that musicians can be good actors, but actors can't be good musicians? Oh, what? It's great. People are going to go nuts for that. I'm gonna list it for you.
Yeah.
John Bon Jovi can act.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Mos Def can act. Janelle Monáe can act. Frank Sinatra won an Oscar.
Hey,
Keanu Reeves sucks at music. Yeah, I said it. Some people can't handle. Is this working for you?
No, sir. I believe this is
okay. Okay. Good.
Yes, this is awesome.
That's right. Keanu sucks at bass.
Yeah.
And Johnny Depp, who wants to listen to that dreck? You see what I'm saying?
Right. The Corey Feldmans. That's who we need to be pumping up. Corey Feldman. Pure entertainer.
I feel like you're not listening to me. You're not getting this. Joe.
Yeah.
Let's take a caller, shall we? For why is it that actors can't put out a good record, but musicians can win Oscars?
Jared Leto,
not good at music. All right, let's go to the phones here, Joe. Let's see who we can get frothing with rage.
Okay.
All right, let's get an angry caller. You need an angry caller. Hot takes. Here we go.
Hey guys, long time listener here. Just wondering if you had any cool stories about Five-Iron Frenzy.
No. Joe, can we get another ad from one of our sponsors?
Yeah. Did you grow up on the music of Five-Iron Frenzy? And would you like to learn to read now? Well, skank on down. TeachMeToRead.com.
So, Joe, do you have any entertaining anecdotes?
Well, it's funny you should ask, sir. The other night we had a storm pass through Michigan, and it was a very, very, very bad storm. Tornadoes came from it, all that stuff. So my girlfriend and I, she has a storm cellar like in the movie Twister. And
You have
so
a
we go,
house.
yeah. So we go down into the storm cellar, and while we're down there, the power surges and the air conditioning burns out. It blows the fuses in the air conditioning. So until air conditioner guy can get to the house to fix it, for a few days we had to have the windows open. And Heidi said, she goes, I really don't want us to have the windows open because the last time I did, I got a bat in the house. So, I'm like, we're not going to have bats, whatever. So the windows open. So they're open for about 48 hours. So we're watching TV. It's about 11:30 at night, watching TV. And I go, I'm feeling kind of snacky. And so I wanted some almonds, some good old Blue Diamond. I like to call them Blue Diamond Phillips. Some good old Blue Diamond Sriracha almonds. So I get up and I leave the bedroom. Well, as soon as I leave the bedroom, I button hook because I know Heidi is getting up to come and I'm going to scare her. So I get out of bed. I'm like, I'm going. She gets up. She goes, wait for me. And I button hook. As soon as she comes out of the bedroom, I go, boo, about that loud and about that, just that, boo.
Yeah.
Yeah. She screams so loud, makes the windows vibrate. She collapses, trips me. I fall on top of her. We laugh hysterically for 3-4 minutes, have a great time, laugh, get up, go to the kitchen, eat our almonds. I'm cleaning up the almonds. She goes to walk back through the house and she's like, Joe, she goes, what? I think there's a bird in the house. And then she goes, oh my gosh, there's a bat in the house. She runs to the laundry room, locks herself in the laundry room. I'm like, what do we do? And she goes, what do? You get it out of the house. And
Did she discuss with you that this would be your part in the relationship?
Nope. I never thought, I've never dealt with a bat. I've never seen a real bat up close in real life, other than the ones flying above you when you're outside at night. Sure. And you're like, oh, I think those are bats eating mosquitoes.
Yeah, here in Mallorca, there's quite a few. I've actually adopted some. I have a bat adoption charity.
Albino bats, because those are the bats that are really discarded.
Nobody wants them once they're grown. I mean, little bat baby albinos.
Yeah,
people like those, right?
Yeah,
but,
and then when they get large enough,
yeah, I mean, they have these
called like Ota, the white devil.
I believe you are referring to Ace Ventura: Pet Detective 2, aren't you?
Correct.
Do you think that will connect with a more middle class audience?
I would like to think. That's why I slipped that in there.
Okay, let's continue in that direction. That seems
okay.
Seems profitable.
So the bat was flying around. I'm yelling to Heidi. What do I do?
Much like the bat in Ace Ventura: Pet Detective 2.
Yes, yes
is the only animal that Jim Carrey's character doesn't like.
Afraid.
Yes,
correct.
I recall.
Yeah, exactly. And so,
hey,
remember when he takes
Marcia in marketing? Could we get this to Marcia in marketing? I think she'll really like this direction.
Yes, we could put out a special pickle and boot shop 501c3 edition of Ace Ventura 2, like on Laserdisc, and put those out, because we've gone backwards with cassettes and albums. What about Laserdisc? Sorry
to be business guy and all that. I know that's very relatable.
Okay.
We don't have the rights to Ace Ventura: Pet Detective 2.
However,
we really can't retail it, Joe.
We work with a vigilante printer. They're called the Pickle and Bootleg Shop, and they have no problems whatsoever stealing logos or trademarks and doing whatever they would like. So I'm sure we could get through them.
I do have distribution in Somalia. Where,
what about BEC? Did they still do? Would they distribute?
Well, that's the distribution. The BEC is now, really they just distribute bootlegs around Somalia.
Okay, so they were bought out by a Somali conglomerate,
a warlord. It was actually a warlord of sorts.
Okay.
He's a great guy.
Great guy. Great guy.
Great guy. It's great to do business with him. And so I definitely think that your idea, because as I said, I believe in you, Joe.
Thank you.
Thank you. I really do.
Oh, it was funny. So I asked Heidi, I said, what do I don't know what to do. I'm screaming at her. I'm like, what do I do? I'm a city boy, never dealt with this before, never thought about dealing with it before.
Sure.
So my brain is quickly going into problem solving mode. So I grabbed my pool skimmer for the hot tub, pool skimmer and a bed sheet, and tried to get this thing out.
Where was your personal assistant at this moment?
It's funny because funny you should say that. See, Matt, while you were with the Supertones,
yeah,
I don't know if you remember, I sang for a band called the Insiders. And
wait. Pasty fellows, tall,
yep.
Yes, Insiders.
Yep. And so so what happened is there was always called the Big Three. And so it was always, people would always say that the Supertones were the big number one. The second was Five Iron, and then the third was the Insiders. And so
hey, I'm very interested in your story. The big three, huh?
Yeah.
Who?
Yeah.
That's not what we called it.
No.
No.
What did you call it?
Us.
Yeah. Yeah.
We knew that there were other bands in existence. We're not narcissists, but I guess that the three. I just have questions about that.
Yeah. No. I understand where you're coming from, because then if somebody said the Big Four, I would be like, who's number 4? Squad 5-0? So I get where you're coming from. Yes, they were bandish.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They started out as a band and then kind of turned into corporate rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My understanding is they were a sandwich shop. They would just bring us sandwiches.
Yeah.
That was my interactions with them.
Yeah.
Here's your sandwich, sir. That sort of thing.
I could see that from your point of view. It's funny, a lot of the stuff that you bring up, I've never thought of from your point of view. Like, I never put myself in your shoes.
Joe, we've had 99 episodes together.
Yeah.
If you don't know me by now,
you
know how that old song goes. Then you clearly haven't been listening at all.
Yeah.
Those are the lyrics, right?
Yeah. No, spot on, sir.
I think the conclusion of Joe's very relatable story is going to come on the other side of this ad from our sponsor.
Brought to you by Josh Harris's Deconstruction Curriculum. Did you grow up evangelical, then start listening to Five Iron, and now you're not so sure about this whole Jesus thing? For the low price of $300, the best-selling author of I Kissed Dating Goodbye will send you his 5-week course on how to chuck the foundation of your life in the toilet and destroy your family. We have some really good sponsors.
We do.
Yeah, I appreciate you figuring out this whole monetization thing. And I do have to add that the sponsorship was brought to us by the Pickle and Boot Shop 501c3.
Yeah, that's right.
People can look that up on the old interwebs.
Am I hearing a question in there, Joe?
A question?
About the structuring of the company.
Yeah, because it's a 501c3.
That's
which,
right.
People know on the show, I might not be the smartest one on the show. And so I'm under the assumption that a 501c3 is a nonprofit.
That is correct. And importantly, nonprofits do not pay federal income tax.
Okay. And so the money that we generate for a nonprofit usually then in turn goes to helping like helping someone or some a group or something that group could be animal, human.
That's right. That's right.
And so where do we fit in there with helping?
Well, I suppose we had to talk about this at some point. It's a nonprofit to benefit former lead singers of Christian ska bands so that they don't have to start podcasts anymore.
Oh, wow.
In fact, I put together an ad for the nonprofit. Let's take a listen to that. Hello, I'm Matt Morginski. You may remember me as Mojo, the lead singer of the most popular Christian ska band ever, the OC Supertones. After the end of the band, I was faced with a choice. Pathetically look back at what was, or look forward to the future. It was then that I started MojoCo, a somewhat shady LLC, which grew into a faceless megacorp with holdings in over 36 dictatorships. But I'm one of the lucky ones. Other lead singers of Christian ska bands have struggled, marking time and dead-end jobs until their next 10-day reunion tour, picking up spam calls in the hopes that it's a ska fandom podcast calling for an interview, or in some truly tragic instances, starting a podcast where they talk endlessly about things that happened 30 years ago that no one cared about even then. It doesn't have to be this way. For the price of a cup of coffee a day, you can help write a happy ending to these sad stories. Instead of starting idiotic podcasts, former singers of Christian ska bands can be retrained to be contributing members of society, painting dumpsters, bedazzling jeans, and even walking people's cats. I don't know about you, but I don't want to live in a world where the guy from Buck shares whatever he's been thinking about that week. It's too late for some, but if you give today, we can prevent another tragedy like Boot and Pickle Shop from happening to anyone else. Will you give?
This is brought to you by Pickle and Boot Shop 501c3.
Joey, do you want to continue with your highly relatable, marketable story here?
Yeah. So I have the skimmer for the hot tub, and I have a bed sheet that I'm using as like a Spartan shield, and I'm watching the bat fly around. We have like a vaulted ceiling in the living room, and so it's flying around. There's a ceiling fan going on, so that's throwing the bat off, and so the bat's flying all erratic, and it starts to go down the hallway to go into the bedroom. So I yell to Heidi, I go, "It's about to go in the bedroom, shut the door." And all I hear is, "No." And I go, "Get in there, shut the door." And I hear, "No." So our house, like the house goes in like a circle. You can go from room to room, and you eventually come back to the front door. So I run the opposite way, get in the bedroom, just about to slam the door shut, and the bat flies in. I scream, I run out, then it goes back into the living room. So I run back into the bedroom, shut that door, go back around. So now the front door is open. It's in the living room, which is right there, flying around.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking,
did you have any trained bats on hand?
No trained bats. However,
I actually would be able to.
With your
I have certain. The bat rescue. I also get a few trained bats just for that occasion. I can relate. It's so relatable what you're talking about, because in Mallorca, sometimes a bat will come in. They're quite large here too, and so some of my trained bats will go and escort that bat out. Yeah, and it's not much of a problem. I could hook you up with my bat guy if you want.
Yeah, and is that for a reasonable price? I mean, to the normal consumer, I mean, it's probably not expensive, right? It's probably.
I don't really like to talk about prices.
I got a call for pricing.
We actually don't say the P word.
Oh,
because it's a little gauche, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. See, here in Detroit, we talk about the P word all the time.
Oh, Oh, I see. It's one of those relatable things you were telling me about.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's okay though, sir.
Okay. Well, maybe we should just cut that out and go on with your relatable story. So you didn't have trained bats because you live in
trained
Detroit.
bats. However, we have a cat named John Wayne.
A trained cat?
Not trained at all to do anything. In fact,
I see.
In fact, 7 years ago, this cat was purchased by Heidi's brother. And a few weeks after.
You mean you didn't have it sired?
No.
Oh. Well, perhaps you'd like the number of my cat trainer.
Yeah, you could text that to me.
You know, and price wise, he's on staff with me.
Okay.
And so,
all right.
So you can.
Should I give you my phone number or your assistant?
You have a phone.
I mean, because it'd be cool if you had Joe Yerke in your phone. You know, if someone.
Okay. I it's just, for me, it's a learning curve, really. You know, like calling each other personally. I guess that's a little odd, but I guess people do it, right?
Yeah.
All right. I'll call you, Joe.
You'll think about it. You'll think about it. Okay.
I will. Yeah.
That's all I can ask, sir.
With my cat trainer.
All right. So this cat was about 7 years ago. Heidi's brother purchased this cat, and then he had just come back from the war in the Middle East, and he was kind of getting on his feet to get his own place
as an arms dealer.
He was like, more along the lines of working for Penske Auto.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I know a lot of arms dealers. I didn't thought I.
You have an arms dealer trainer. I train arms dealers.
They don't have trainers. I mean, there's a training center. Sure.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. And so he gets this cat with the idea that when he gets his own place, the cat would then go with him. That was 7 years ago. He's been moved out of our house for 6.5 years. Never took the cat. However, with this bat flying around, this cat is now like we're working together. He's in hunter mode. He's creeping around. He's trying to get the bat whenever it flies low. And I suddenly realized that up the stairs, it's dark upstairs. So I don't want the bat to go upstairs. Now we're really going to be in trouble.
Bat in the dark. It's their world, really is.
It is their world. And I wanted to keep him in this world, in my reality. And as I went to flip the light switch on to turn the light on up the top of the stairs, the bat flew at my face. And my reaction with the skimmer is I just did a quick flip and hit it. Wow. And I hit it, and then you could hear
the Granville?
Yes.
Bat capture technique. The Granville bat capture technique.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So are you a Granville guy?
No.
Oh, okay.
You
just did that instinctively?
Yes.
It really is remarkable.
The Granville technique.
The Granville technique, of bat capture.
Yeah. And so I did that, and I hit it, and it flew out the front door and bounced off the porch. John Wayne.
Poor bat.
Yeah, John Wayne went running after it, and then I slammed the door and celebrated like Forrest Gump when he created fire. I felt like a man.
I'm sure I saw that movie.
The man's man. And this city boy, chalk went up for the city boy, got the bat out.
That is a fantastically relatable story, Joe. I feel like listenership is probably at a peak right now. So why don't you tell them about another one of our new sponsors?
All right. That last story was brought to you by Underdog, proud manufacturer of second-place trophies. You've loved 5-iron since you were 6 and never understood why they couldn't outsell the Supertones when they were so much cooler. It's time to take pride in your number 2. For a limited time, we're offering a 5-Iron Frenzy Edition second place trophy. Get yours now. This is brought to you by Pickle and Boot Shop 501c3. You know what, sir? I enjoy. I've realized today. I'm.
What's on your mind, Joe?
You're kind of like Peppermint Patty of peanuts, and I'm like that boy that
She's
really
the most
looks up to
efficient.
her.
The most efficient of the Peanuts gang, indeed.
Yeah, and I'm like the kid, the little girl with the glasses.
What's that girl's name?
That looks up to him.
I was honestly trying to figure this out yesterday.
It's not Lucy, right? Because Lucy,
that's
Marcy.
Marcy. Yes, it's Marcy.
Is her name.
That's right.
And then is Peppermint Patty a dude?
Peppermint Patty actually,
Because Marcy calls her sir.
Called her sir.
Yeah.
I think that was more of an honorific title.
Because I'm starting to think that the Peanuts were maybe on the cutting edge of gender fluidity.
Let's go to the phones again. Let's get another caller in here to talk about the Peanuts gang. What say you, caller, about the Peanuts gang?
Hey guys, a long-time listener here.
Did you call in earlier? Because you sound
No.
suspiciously like the person that called in earlier.
No, my name is Kyle.
Hi, Kyle. What can we do for you?
I wanted to talk about penis. That's
Okay, I see what's happened here. Kyle, is there any chance that you might be a 5-Iron fan?
Yeah, and I do have a problem. Have you guys ever heard of micro penis?
Oh, okay. Joe, it's one of my favorite segments of the show now, where we tell an absolutely relatable and super crazy story about our favorite villain, 5-Iron Frenzy.
Yes.
But before I tell that story, which I think will be pretty amusing, would you tell us about another one of our sponsors?
Absolutely. Here we go. Tired of dating people who don't get your blue comb references? Searching for a soulmate to go to 5-Iron's next final farewell tour? Well, sign up your free profile on preexgirlfriend.fif. This is brought to you by Pickle and Boot Shop 501c3.
As you know, for 99 episodes now, we've regaled our audience with stories of 5-Iron's disreputable antics, and today's no exception. Today's story happened back some years ago when we were on tour for a string of shows with 5-Iron. I forget which tour. Who remembers such things? But anyway. It was cold. Let me begin with that.
Okay.
We were on one of those long drives. You've been on those long drives.
Been on them.
You've been on them. And so it was post show. We had played a show earlier that night, and our next stop was some distance away, and so we actually had to pull over for the night so the drivers could sleep for a time. And
this was after a show. You were driving, not flying.
Yes. That's about my preferred way. I always found my customized Prevost tour bus was preferable to any
contraption.
I mean, we weren't that rich, you know. I mean, sometimes we could get a Piper to take us places and that sort of thing, but you know, we don't have like Michael W. Smith money or anything like that.
Okay.
But I was in my Prevost, and the rest of the tones were in their bus. And it was just me and my personal assistant in there. And I was around the time of night where I every couple weeks I like to watch my favorite movie. You want to guess what it was?
I'm guessing you're a Charlie Sheen kind of guy.
Well, you know it. Winning. Okay, you're close. You're very close, my friend. I can tell someone has been reading up on my interests. I guess I can expect a good birthday gift from you this year, can't I?
And just knowing, sir, who you are, I'm thinking one of two critically acclaimed films. It's either going to be Navy SEALs or
no, you're not going to get it. You're not going to get
Shots Part 2.
Oh, the kid hits the shot at the buzzer for the game. Outstanding, young man. Yes, I was watching Hot Shots Part 2 as usual. Anyway, it's got to be about 3 degrees outside. I can hear the wind just howling. And wouldn't you know it, all of a sudden, there is a knock. I don't have anything metal that can simulate the sound, so I'm going to go with this. On the door of the bus, like that. Who could it be? In freezing, with wind chill, it had to be well below zero. I send my personal assistant to the door of the bus. He opens the window, and I hear in pitiful tones, "Mojo, we're cold." It's 5-iron. It's 5-iron out here in the cold, and they were in a converted school bus. And it's their decision to be punk rock. It's 5-iron. They were out there in the cold because that conversion school bus they had, because they wanted to be all punk rock and like stick it to the man, and we're not going to buy our own Prevo, for our lead singer and our band, which is, how everybody does it. It's not unusual. Prince had 3 buses, just saying. And they wanted to be all punk rock. Anyway, their generators out. Big surprise, right? Second time this month. "Mojo, we're cold. Leonore can't feel her toes. She might be getting..."
And that's how she played
frostbite.
sax. That's how she played sax, was with her feet most of the time. I was cutting into her.
Never watched them play. So she may have.
You're better.
You would know
it.
better than I. I've actually never met any of them. We were on tour together, but one can't. One has to be careful about who one fraternizes with. You're judged by the company you keep.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what. Yeah. That's what Jobs told me anyway. Anyhow, I tell my my PA, I said, "Hey, we went over this a couple of weeks ago. If they would work a little harder, if they would get off their punk rock high horse, they could get a Prevo too."
Yeah.
And so he sent them away. I'm not kidding, 5 minutes later, best part of the movie, again. And I'm like, that better be my takeout from that Michelin star restaurant showing up right now.
Yeah.
It wasn't. Know who it was? Take a guess. 5-iron. I guess
Smiley.
Bob Smiley? We didn't allow, he actually had to arrange for his own travel.
Okay.
One
I didn't know if it was Bob Smiley or 5-iron.
No, it was 5-iron again.
Okay.
All of them this time. Well, I mean, most of them. I guess, again, I never met any of them. There was 5 of them out there. Is that the whole band?
Sounds about right.
Okay. Anyway, I guess one of them is named Andy.
Yep.
And he said, the one speaking, I'm not sure who it was. He kind of had a high pitched, kind of a high voice.
There was Andy, Micah, Leonore, Dan, Trevor.
Yeah, this is all meaningless
Reese,
to me. Joe, I mean,
Janice.
you're just saying words.
So there was
saying words.
9.
Okay, so Reese, Janice, Leonore. There was 3 women in the band?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
I think the lead singer, the sax player were girls. I definitely know that.
Okay. One of the ladies said,
The singer.
"Andy won't wake up." And my personal assistant said, What do you mean he won't wake up? He's just laying there. He went to sleep saying he felt warm, and now he won't wake up. I'm doing a pretty good imitation of the voice right now, in fact.
Definitely the lead singer.
And they said, we know this is an 8-bunk bus I had, okay?
Yeah.
And so my PA didn't sleep on the bus, but you know, I needed the 8 bunks.
Yeah.
I had the one I slept in. I had my insomnia bunk. You know, sometimes you can't sleep, you gotta switch up beds.
Yeah. Golf
Does that ever
clubs.
happen to you? I had my golf clubs in one.
Yeah.
I had a video game bunk. I had a Bible study bunk. I'm really
dead.
How'd you know about the tanning bed, Joe? Did you stick on there?
I just, you got some color to you today.
Just when you think you know everything about somebody, you still surprise me, buddy.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. And then I had a Hey Boy.
No, what? I don't know what a hey boy is.
Oh, a Hey Boy is when you kind of, you know, like in the movies where it looks like there's somebody in the bed, but it's actually like a body made of hay.
Yeah.
So it's a
like
security measure.
from Alcatraz.
Yes, it's a security measure. So, you know, you get to the top, you make your share of enemies along the way.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I had a Hey Boy bunk. So as you could see, I needed all those bunks.
Yeah.
And here they come.
It's reasonable.
We're cold. We're hungry, right?
Yeah. Like Cry Me a River.
Yeah,
Cry Me a River,
exactly.
man.
Yeah, and
I'm starting to get the hang of this. Yeah. Cry Me a River, man.
Cry me the.
Hey, did you say? Hey, do you know what this is? You know
what is
pull
it?
that one out.
This is a visual gag on an audio medium.
Yeah, this is me playing the smallest violin because I don't care about your feelings.
That's right. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the spirit, Joe.
Yeah.
There's the S. So show me the S again. That S tattoo.
Right here.
What is that?
That's the S. That's the
what?
The Superman. That's the super.
Oh my goodness! You can make a Supertones S with your fingers.
Yeah.
Again, ladies and gentlemen,
taught me that.
This is I've been working with Joe on how to do a podcast.
Mm-hmm.
The weight loss we felt is important, as well as the diction lessons, because I think most people have a difficult time understanding his unique dialect. But he is repeatedly doing visual
medium
gags on an auditory medium, which is considered bad form, I'm told, by my people. But this is pretty remarkable. By holding up 3 fingers on each hand in opposition, he is able to make a very clear Supertones S. I didn't know this could be done.
I learned it from one of your bandmates.
No, you didn't. I've never seen that in my life.
Yeah, I learned that from one of your bandmates.
For goodness sake, why did anybody tell me about this when I don't remember in the band?
Yeah, I don't remember which one.
Grief.
Yeah, I don't remember which one, but
from 1994 until 2017, that would have been useful to me.
Who's the blonde fella that you had playing guitar?
I don't recall his name. I didn't really speak with my bandmates or bother to learn their names.
You had an Asian guy, and then when the Asian guy left, the blonde guy that replaced him, I think he's the one that showed me that.
Is that right?
And I think
even he was supposed to be clever. You know, my handlers told me about.
I think Carson was there. I don't know if you remember that guy. Jonathan Carson.
John Carson.
Jamie.
Jamie or John. Yeah, it definitely started with a J. I heard someone call him by his name once.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
The dude always had a crap-eating grin on his face. Just always.
I suppose.
Never had a bad day.
Tell us about another one of our sponsors here, Joe.
Absolutely.
All right.
Speaking of crap-eating grins, another sponsor is, here we go. It's loading up. Let's see. This podcast is brought to you by Mildew Cologne. Want to be a real 5-Iron fan, but you don't smell like a AA hockey locker room? One spritz of Mildew Cologne on your thrift store shirt and no one will question your 5-Iron fanhood. This is brought to you by Pickle and Boot Shop 501c3. So continue. They were knocking.
Yeah.
They were knocking on your door.
They kept knocking.
And it was still them.
As if, now I understand, and my heart goes out to them, that they were in danger of freezing to death that night. But if you don't have those hard lessons, it doesn't motivate you to work harder, to make yourself more marketable so that you can get your own Prevo.
Yeah, exactly. It's called credit cards, guys. Use credit cards. You can put the Prevo on the credit card. Easy.
Is that
5-Iron?
what you guys did in the, what was your band again?
I was in a band called the Skedaddles.
The Skedaddies.
Skedaddles. We were a Southern Georgia outfit.
Okay. So that's like a play on the word ska, I suppose.
Yes.
So anyway, I just had my personal assistant send them away. I'm not really sure. I've never seen them again after that. I'm told that some emergency vehicles came later in the night, but I don't know. I was still watching Hot Shots, and I did a little macrame and kissed my hey boy goodnight, and I went to sleep. Yeah, so that's it. Yeah.
You didn't have any like eye creams, avocado masks?
Sure. My PA puts that on for me. But can you believe they did that?
No.
Of all the uncouth,
They're just absolute
on tour.
Hoop. They're
just
hoop.
Bush League, absolutely.
They are.
Well,
They are.
ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to the 100th, in fact, Pickle and Boot Shop podcast. The 100th episode with me, Mojo, as your host. With my young rising star, Joe Yerke.
Yeah, thanks, guys. It's been a pleasure.
Pickle and Boot is a 501c3.